All right.
So before we get started, just making sure you guys can all see me okay. And you all, I think I forgot to hit everybody, but I'm going to go ahead and do that.
You can unmute yourself if you can't hear me. Just unmute yourself and yell at me if something goes awry.
So welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. If you have a strap or a block, make sure that you have all of your props near you. If you like to use props for class, not necessarily a requirement, but they're always nice to have. So in this morning's practice, I want to encourage you to kind of get out of your autopilot. So one thing I've noticed as I've been at home practicing a lot, taking other people's videos, I've kind of found it to be a good opportunity to try new things. So this flow kind of goes with that theme in the sense that it's a little bit non-traditional. We'll be doing some different things. Some of them, if you take my classes on a regular basis, you might be familiar with and have seen before. Some of it might be completely different. But I just want you to have fun with it, go with it. Don't judge, don't have expectations, and experiment and play, and not feel like anything has to be perfect. It's just an opportunity to explore. So approaching your practice in that way. We'll start finding child's pose. So bring the soles of your feet together, spread your knees wide, rest your forehead into the floor, and just start to find your breath. You might even rock your forehead side to side, massaging out your third eye. Keep reaching your fingertips forward, finding length into the entire body. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. Fill up. Feel your back body rise toward the ceiling. And then open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill up. Feel your rib cage expand in all four directions. Feel your belly press on your thighs. Open your mouth, exhale, and breathe. Inhale, fill up. Slower and deeper. Get bigger, expand. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Start to walk your hands over toward the right side of your mat. You might even place your left hand on top of your right. Start to anchor your left hip down towards your heels. Get really long and expansive into the left side body. Big breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Feel that stretch into the left side body. Start to walk your hands through center and then over toward the right. This time, right hand might come on top of left. Finding that stretch into the right side body. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Press your hips further back towards your heel. Walk your hands back through center. Start to tense your fingertips, maybe the forearms lift off of the floor. Take a big deep breath in, filling up with energy and light and positivity. And when you feel like you're full, take in one more sip and hold it. Feel your lips exhale through the nose this time, Ujjayi. Continuing throughout your practice, breathing in and out through your nose. On your next inhalation, start to come up to a tabletop pose. Stack the heels of your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips. Keep your toes tucked. On an inhale, drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine. Press the mat out. Inhale, belly drops, tailbone lifts, cow pose. Exhale, round for cat. One more, inhale. And exhale, round. Stay here in your rounded cat pose. And then just take your hips back towards your heels, stay rounded. Keep the toes tucked. Then walk your hands back towards your knees and just stand up on your knees with the toes tucked. So starting to feel a little stretch into the toes and into the arches of the feet. On your inhale, reach your arms up high. And then exhale, bring your right hand down to the right and just side bend over. This might be a good place for a block if you need it. So starting to find that left side body stretch. Inhale, arms come back up. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. Side stretch over toward the left. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, cactus the arms and open the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the earth. Find your tabletop pose. Extend your right leg behind you. I'm going to face you so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So right leg comes back behind you, right? And then left arm forward. Just like we always do. Elbow to knee, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Now take that elbow out to the side and the knee into the upper arm. Inhale, lengthen. Bring your left hand down to the earth. Step your right foot outside of your right hand. Press into your hands and then just tap your left ankle behind the right. And then come back down, left knee down, right leg back, left arm forward. Yeah? Elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Bring it out to the side. So squeeze the knee into the upper arm, elbow into the shoulder or side body. Inhale, lengthen. Left hand comes down, step right. Left foot comes behind the right. You can stay here. Maybe you practice just bringing your hands to your heart for a moment. Hands come back down, left knee down, right leg back. Extend. One more like that. Elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Bring it out to the side. Squeeze it in. And then stretch it long. Hand down. Step right. Tap the ankles, maybe hands to heart. Hands come back down. Extend it out. This time it's different. Reach it long. Elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Bring it out to the side. Inhale. Hand down. Step right. Step left. Malasana. So have a seat for your Malasana. First one in class. It won't be your deepest. We'll do several. If you took Mindy's class yesterday, you get a double dose of hips. Bring your hands down to the earth. Breathe. We're going to just step back and forth with the legs. So step your right foot back and then forward, left foot back and forward. Keep your arms straight and belly engaged. Just starting to warm up the legs. Stepping forward and back. Let's just do 2 more on each side. Keep the belly pulled in nice and tight. And then keep the left foot back, right leg forward. Bring the left knee down to the earth. Start to reach around, coming into that quad stretch. So maybe you bend the left knee and reach around and grab the foot. So just finding that quad stretch, pulling the foot in towards your bum, rolling the right shoulder open, chest towards the ceiling. If you have the foot, gently release it, frame your right foot, tuck your left toes, lift the knee, and then open up for a wide leg forward fold toward the left side of your space. Prasarita. Start to walk the hands forward, drop the head, pull the belly in tight, press your hips back. Wide leg downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk the hands back underneath you and behind you. Turn the fingers around. Start to roll the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Maybe the elbows bend. Starting to feel a deeper hamstring stretch and release into the low back. Hands come back underneath your heart. Tense your fingers. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Frame your left foot at the back of your mat. Bring your right knee down to the earth. This time, untuck your toe. Start to lean forward, so driving the hips forward and down. And then inhale, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Keep reaching the fingertips toward the ceiling. Start to find that hip flexor stretch on the right side. Cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Tuck your right toe, lift the knee. Step the left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. You can take a few moments here and pedal the feet, shake the head, find some movement. Starting to find your first downward facing dog. And then as you're ready, start to settle into some stillness, and there's no rush here. Setting up your down dog, feet are hip distance apart, heels reaching for the earth. Really press the mat away with your hand. So you find a lot of length into the side body. You stretch all the way into the armpit. And then if you've done all that and you want to think about something else, look at your knees for a second. Think of inner to outer knee. My knees tend to cave in. So you really want to engage through the outer hips, the inner thighs, and get the knees to track right over your middle toe. And breathe. Now come high up onto the toes and start to round it forward, rounded plank into plank. Find your strong plank pose, press the mat away, find that doming into the upper back. Slight tuck of the tailbone, belly is engaged, legs are super strong. Take a breath, exhale, go back, lead with your hips, downward facing dog. Rounded forward, rounded plank into plank. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. One more time, rounded forward, rounded plank into plank. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Rounded forward, find your plank pose and hold it. Keep pressing the mat away, and then think up dog in your chest, right? So instead of collapsing, try to open your chest, look out in front of your mat, pull the belly in tight. Keep finding that doming of the upper back. And then as slowly as you kind of start to lower yourself all the way down to the earth. Hug your elbows in tight, go slow, use control. When you get there, take your feet about max distance apart, so a little wider. Hands come outside of your mat, tense your fingers, elbows toward the ceiling. On an inhale, lift up, pull your belly off of the floor, and then dip your left shoulder, look to the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, dip the right shoulder, look left. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release it all the way back down to the mat. Take your legs more like hip distance. And then walk your hands underneath your shoulders, closer to your floating wrists. Really squeeze the elbows in tight. This time we'll come up for a lifted cobra. So a little bit of weight into the hands. I want you to try and keep your hips down. Just peel your belly up. Just a little bit of weight into the shoulders. Squeeze them in, lift the heart, work the back body. Exhale, release it all the way down. Push yourself back to child's pose. Bring it back, breathe, just for a breath. Inhale, tabletop pose. Tuck the toes. Drop the belly, lift the heart, the tailbone for cow. Exhale, round. Just one of these. Stay rounded. And then hips to heels. Walk the hands back towards your knees. Stand up on your knees. Finding that toe and arch stretch again. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, this time left hand down, side bend toward the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand down, side bend right. Look under your left bicep. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, practice the arms, open the heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come back to your tabletop pose. This time the left leg extends behind you, right arm forward. Elbow to knee, crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Go out to the side. So elbow into the side body, knee into the upper arm. Inhale, lengthen. Right hand comes down, step left, tap the ankles. Come back, right knee down, left leg back, right arm forward. Elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Go out to the side, squeeze it in. Inhale, right hand down, step left, tap the ankles, maybe hands to heart. Hands come back down, left leg back, right arm forward. Last time like that. Elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Bring it out to the side. Stretch it long. Right hand down, step left, tap. Come back to your tabletop. Extend. Elbow to knee. Take it long, and then out to the side. Inhale, stretch it long. Right hand down, step left, step right. Malasana. Have a seat. Breathe. You got it. Hands down, and then just start to alternate your legs forward and back, stepping right foot back, left. Keep the belly engaged, keep looking forward. Try to keep the arms straight. Just warming up those quads and breathe. Let's do 2 more each side. We'll end with the left foot in front and the right leg back. And then right knee comes down to the earth. Start to circle the left arm up and over, reach around, grab for the right foot. Roll the shoulder back, lift the heart. And then gently release the foot. Frame out through your left foot, lift the right knee, and then walk it back around, once again finding your Prasarita. Start to take your left foot out on an angle, like 45 degrees maybe, and then bend into your left knee at the back of your space, Skandasana. We'll be here a few times during class as well, so no need to make it your deepest expression. You can keep the hands down, reach them forward. What I really want you to focus on is flexing your right foot, engaging the whole leg so that you get a nice stretch into your inner thigh. And then take your time using your hands or not and guide yourself over toward the right. Same thing. Take your time working into this pose. Flex your left foot a lot. Breathe. And then walk your hands back in. Come back up to Prasarita, parallel the feet, drop the head. Let's take a shoulder stretch. So interlace the fingers behind the back, interlace them, make a fist. And then start to pull the fist over your head. Crown the head toward the floor, keep pressing to the outside edges of your feet. Bring your hands back down to the earth. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, fold. Frame your right foot at the top of your space. Left knee down to the earth, untuck the toe. Drive the hips down and forward, lift the heart first, and then start to reach your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Keep lifting up, finding length in the torso as you drive the hips forward and down to find more stretch into the hip flexor. Take another breath here, and then exhale, practice the arms open the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck your left toes, lift the knee. Right foot steps back, downward facing dog. High up on the toes, rounded forward, grounded plank into plank. Bring your knees down to the earth, lift your bum, hug your elbows in. Bring your chest and chin down to the earth, look forward, squeeze the elbows in. Come all the way through lifted cobra or upward facing. The difference is in upward facing dog, thighs are lifted. And then go back, downward facing dog. Knees, chest, chin, always a great option for your vinyasa. Or you can try it on your toes. So let's round it forward this time, rounded plank into plank. This time, maybe you try on your toes. So hug the elbows in, lower down halfway. Keep everything buoyant, so shoulders higher than elbows. Keep the chest forward. Then just come to the tops of your feet, upward facing. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Really nice. Breathe. On an inhale, stretch your right leg high. A little different. I just want you to open up the hip, keep your hips back in three-legged dog, and just bring your right knee to your, approaching your right upper arm. But your hips stay back in three-legged dog. And then extend the legs straight back, three-legged. Now come forward, right knee, right upper arm. Inhale, bring it back, three-legged. Open up the hip, hug the knee in toward the upper arm with the hips back. Extend it back. Come forward, right knee, right upper arm. One more like that. Bring it back. Open up the hip. Bring it in. Send it back. And then right knee, right upper arm, come forward. Stay here. Lower the knee down to the wrist. Bring it back up. Take it down. Bring it back up. One more time like that. Take it down. Bring it back up. Hold it. Step the right foot outside of the right hand. Step the left foot up. Melissa. We've been here before. Sit up. Just a few of those, I don't know what you call them, wizard lunges alternating. So hands down, step right, forward, left. Just two more each side. Warming up the quads, belly in tight. And then stay in your malasana. Sit low. Hands to the earth, lift your hips. Toe your feet about hips distance apart. Let's take a little hamstring stretch here. So take peace fingers to your big toes. Bend your knees a lot. On an inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Forehead to shin. Bend your knees as much as you need to keep engaging through the core. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe. Release your big toes if you have them. Make sure your feet are hips distance and move back so that you have some space at the front of your mat. So I'm about a third of the way back into my mat. Bend your knees a lot and then bring your arms out to about shoulder height. So we're in what we call awkward pose. It's a wide leg chair pose. So sit back, all the same things apply. Try to lift your toes, try to slightly tuck your bum, bring your upper body up, engage your core. Now take a breath and then roll up to your toes, just for a second, and then heels down. Do that again. And down. This time come up to your toes and hold it. So lift your heels high, try to bring your torso more upright, find your balance, and then as slowly as you can, start to slide down the imaginary wall, coming in to a toe stand. So bum to heels. And then bring your knees down to the mat. This is why we needed some space. Untuck your toes and press the tops of your feet into the floor a lot. Bring your arms back out to shoulder height. Coming into a reverse plank pose. Take a breath, and as you exhale, just hinge it back. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your tailbone, knit your ribs, and really engage your belly. You should feel this in your hip flexors, your quads, your core, your butt, but not into your low back.
Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go back. One more time. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. Let's hold it for a couple rounds of breath here. Breathe. Keep working the legs. On an inhale, come back up. Tuck your toes, send your bum back to your heels. You can use your hands or not. I just want you to rock it back to your feet. So just rock it back, hands down, and lift up, forward fold. Walk your right foot underneath your heart. Keep your hands down and extend your left leg back. Supported warrior 3. Breathe. You got it. Lay your belly on your thighs. Keep looking forward. Bring your knee into your nose. Straight through the right leg and back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, lengthen. One more time, knee to your nose. And then lengthen. Look forward. Bend into your right knee more. More weight into the heel, onto the ball of the foot. Maybe the hands start to come to your heart. Lift the heart, Devasana. And then tip it back, crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up. Take your time. Spark the fingertips toward the ceiling. Sit low into your right thigh. Breathe. Start to find a little stretch into your torso, the core. And then sweep your arms behind you. Find arrow lunge, incline lunge. So arms go back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Keep your chest lifted. Left arm comes forward. Right arm keeps reaching back. Find some length here. Open it up. Find warrior 2. Big step. So adjust your feet if you need to. Right toes are dead ahead. Keep pressing to the outside edge of your left foot and look over your right fingertip. Can you sit a little lower? Keep working your right knee out towards your right pinky toe, opening through the hips. One more breath here. Skandasana on the left. Turn your left foot out, sit low. Maybe hands to heart. Maybe start to reach the left hand outside the left foot. Right arm reaches, finding some openness. Think of leaning back, opening your heart. From here, frame your left foot at the back of your mat. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches, easy twist. And from here, we're coming right into our horizon lunge. So turn all 10 toes toward the left and just hover your hips, right? So now you get this really nice hip stretch. On an inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hover your hips. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, come back to frame your left foot. And then take your right foot down. So we're in warrior 2 feet. Left foot is facing the back of your mat. Right foot is at 90. Left hand comes inside of your left foot. Building side angle from the ground up. Right arm comes straight up. Drop your hip. This could be a good place for a block. But you're really low here. Keep pressing to the outside edge of your right foot. Breathe. You got it. Inhale, warrior 2. And then tip it up and back. Windmill the hands down, frame your left foot at the back of the mat. Left leg comes up and back. Let's move to the other side. Left knee comes into the left upper arm, but your hips stay back in your 3-legged dog. And then extend the legs straight back. Now come forward, left knee, left upper arm. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Keep the hips back, just roll the hip open, left knee toward the left upper arm. Extend it back, 3-legged dog. Bring it forward, left knee, left upper arm. One more time like that. Inhale, extend. Roll the hip open, keep the hips back. Take it straight back, and then roll it forward, left knee, left upper arm. Hold it, slide it down to the wrist, bring it back up. Slide it down, bring it up. One more time like that. Slide it down, bring it up, hold. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Step the right foot up. Malas. Sit up. Breathe. Hands down, alternating, doesn't matter which foot. Just 3 of them on each side. Right back, left back. Use your breath. And then we'll all stay in our Malasana. Take your time. Sink the hips slow. Breathe. Hands down, lift the hips. Feet come hips distance. Move back, make sure you have space at the front of your mat. Let's go in for a deeper hamstring stretch this time. So maybe slide the feet under your hands underneath your feet for Padahastasana. If you prefer the peace finger to toe grip, that's fine too. Can't speak this morning. On an inhale, lift everything. Exhale, pull your belly in tight. Lift the hips higher. Let the elbows go out to the side. Roll the weight into the balls of the feet. Inhale, find space, find length. Exhale, fold. Gently release the hands from underneath the feet. Again, making sure you have space at the front of your mat. Bend the knees a lot. Sit it back, awkward pose. If you can lift all 10 toes, really engage your belly. Rock up to the toes, and then heels down. Rock it up, heels down. This time we come up and we stay, holding it here, lift the heels higher, upright your torso, and then see if you can start to sink it down. Go slow, keep lifting the heels higher, engaging your belly, and then knees come down to the mat, untuck your toes. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. That immediately engages the front of the body. Tuck the tailbone, take a breath, exhale, go back. Breathe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go back. Knit the ribs. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go back. Let's hold for a couple breaths here. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. One more breath, you can do this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back up. Tuck the toes, bum to your heel. See if you can rock it back, and then lift up. Good. Left foot underneath your heart, hands stay down, extend the right leg back. Look forward, bend your left knee a lot. Find an extension in the spine. Bring your knee to your nose and bow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen out, look forward. More weight into the heel and the ball of the left foot. Maybe you start to bring the hands to the heart, finding Degasana. You can lift up the heart more, keep driving the right heel back, and then tip it back, crescent lunge. Inhale, lift up. Find extension, breathe. Take another breath. Exhale, incline lunge. Arms go back, chest forward. Bring the right arm forward, left arm stays back. Find length from fingertip to fingertip. And then open it up, warrior two. Again, taking up as much space on your mat as you can. Breathe. Can you isometrically pull your feet together, right? So you're pulling with your left heel, with your right inner arch, squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Everything is working even though you look totally relaxed. One more breath. Skandasana on the right. Bend into your right knee. Sit low. Maybe you start to blossom the arms open, finding length, space, rotation. And then frame your right foot at the top of your mat. Hop to the ball of your left foot. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches, easy twist. And then keep moving the feet toward the right side of your space, horizon lunge, hover the hips. Just really getting into that right hip. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the arm forward. Exhale, hover. Do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. One more time. Inhale, lift it all the way up. Find that stretch. And then rotate back to the front of your mat. Right foot stays forward. Left foot comes to 90. Warrior two legs. Right hand stays down, maybe a block. Left arm reaches straight up. Drop your left hip. Side angle from the floor up. Keep dropping the left hip. Look up the line of your left arm. On an inhale, warrior two. Tip it up and back, reverse your warrior. And then windmill the hands down. Frame your right foot at the top of your space. Step your left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale. Circle sweep your arms all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart and just close your eyes for a moment. Take a breather. If you need a quick drink or to towel off, please go ahead and do that. And then we'll meet back at the top of your mat. All right. I'm not hearing any, I can't hear you, so I think we're all good. And then when you're ready, come to the top of your mat, hands to your heart, toes touching, maybe a little space between the heels. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale of anything that's no longer serving. Recommit to your practice. Blink your eyes open, bring your arms down by your side. Inhale, arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, soft knees and a flat. Find your halfway lift, so float out, lengthen. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, hips back, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms. You can walk, step, or float. If you're floating, just make sure to land in a chaturanga with bent elbows. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Just breathe. So good. On an inhale, stretch your right leg out. Roll the hip open, keep the hips back, knee to upper arm. Inhale, lengthen. Come forward, right knee, right upper arm. Stay here. Bring it over to the left, and the right, and the left, and the right. One more time left, one more time right. Slide it to the wrist, bring it up. Two more, slide it down, bring it up. You know, I can let you get away with some core. Down and up. Step the right foot outside the right hand, left foot outside the left. Sit low, Malasana, just for one breath. And then hands down, hips lift. Toe heel to feet, hips distance apart. Move back, give yourself some space. This time, let's circle sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, awkward pose. Sit up, tuck the tailbone, lift the toes. Really find your weight into the heels. We're coming right into it this time. Roll up to your toes, lift the heels high. Try to upright your torso. Start to slide it on down. Breathe. Use control. And then knees to the mat. Untuck the toes. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Take a breath. Exhale, go back and stay. 3 breaths. Tuck the tailbone, knit the ribs. You got this. Big breath in. Let it go. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it on up. Tuck the toes, bum to your heels. See if you can come back to your feet. And then lift the hips, fold. Bring your right foot back underneath your heart, extend your left leg out. This time a little different, bend a lot into your right knee. You can keep the hands down if you'd like. Maybe you practice the hover, bringing the hands to the heart, and then tap the knees and extend. Tap the knees, and you can even tap the toe down if you like, but just practicing the balance. One more time, and extend. Start to lift the heart up, listen. Open right up for warrior two. Beautiful. Taking out that crescent, sit low. Skandasana, back of the mat. Maybe the arms open, breathe. Coming right into our horizon lunge. Right hand down, keep the toes going left, hover the hips, breathe. Come back to frame the left foot. Right back into that side angle, left hand down, right foot at 90, right arm reaches, drop the hips, side angle from the ground up. From here, we'll come back to our horizon lunge, maybe a side plank. Right hand replaces the left, start to come into the horizon lunge, maybe you find side plank. Lift the hips, you can stagger the feet, you can stack them, lift the hips away. Bring the left knee into the chest, step it back through, find your side angle. Inhale, reach. Really nice. Now press through your feet, stand it back up, warrior two. Tip it up and back, reverse warrior. Keep your upper body as it is, but switch your feet. Now you're in side angle to the front of the space. Tip it up and back, reverse your warrior. Keep your upper body, switch your feet, side angle. Nice. So maybe you come a little deeper this time, maybe elbow comes inside of the thigh. You can stay more upright. If you have a half or a full bind, you have the option for that as well. Roll the shoulder back, keep dropping the hip. Try not to fall forward. Think of leaning back. Breathe. Really nice. On an inhale, reverse. Straighten out through the front leg. Reach it. And then windmill the hands down. Frame your left foot. Left leg comes up and back. Getting something new, a try here. Bring your left knee across your body to your left upper arm. And then extend it straight up. Now listen, you have options. You can either hop, just stay here and watch, your right foot toward your left wrist, engaging the core, or maybe you just do a toe or a calf raise, lifting up onto your right toe. So left knee comes across the body, tap high, inhale, extend, and then either hop, maybe a toe raise. 2 more times, left knee comes across. Just do your best. Extend, maybe the hop, maybe just lifting up and down on the toe. 1 more time, bring it across. And then lift. And then hop it forward and back. Bring your left knee back across the body and then extend the leg out. Keep your hands down. Try to work your left foot towards your hand. This is called scissor-legged plank. Press the mat away, look forward, squeeze your inner thighs together. Really engage your core here. Now anchor the right foot down and lift up, fallen triangle. Yeah? Breathe. Now, have a seat all the way down. Breathe. Just reach it forward, finding this wide leg forward fold. Engage your feet, flex them. Walk the hands out. Try to pull the earth towards you isometrically, keeping the belly engaged and a nice long spine. Breathe. Walk the hands back towards you. Bring your hands to your heart. So you can try it this way. You also have the option to bring the hands behind you, but I want you to see if you can lift your left leg. I think we did this last week, and just start to sweep the leg forward and back. Again, working the hip flexor, the core, the inner thigh. Try and sit as tall as you can. Supporting yourself with your hands is always an option. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the leg down. Bring the left hand back behind you. Come back to your fallen triangle. Lift up. Right hand down to the mat. Left leg comes up and back. Listen. Keep the leg lifted. Roll it forward to a single-legged plank. You can come down to your knee here. This is perfect. Or on your toe, try to hinge it forward. Come into a single-legged chaturanga. Now press the mat away and bring the knee into your nose. Round the thumb. Inhale, go back. 3-legged dog. Bring your knee into your nose. Round it forward. Shoulders over wrist. Leg goes straight back. Single-legged chaturanga. Press the mat away. Knee to your nose. Step the left foot between the hands. Right foot comes down, toes are at about 2 o'clock. You can walk the left foot out toward the left, coming into warrior 1 from the ground up. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Closed hip pose here, so working the right hip around to the front of the mat, reaching the fingertips high, bending into the left knee. Breathe. Bring your arms behind you, interlace the fingers, maybe left thumb on top. Squeeze the fists together, the palms together, open up the heart, look up, and then humble your warrior. Left shoulder inside of left knee. Drop the head. Everything is working except for your head, so don't spend any energy holding it up. Left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe. Stay here with your humble warrior, but release the hands. And just walk the hands out on an angle, finding a little different stretch. And then walk the hands back underneath you. And start to come to a lizard lunge. So pat to the ball of your right foot and take your hips forward. Maybe the left foot walks out a little bit. You can stay here on your hands. You can come down to your forearms. You can even drop the right knee. Maybe you start to walk your shoulder underneath your left knee. I'll face you guys so you can see. Right? Getting something deeper here. You might even take the hands out. Finding this, maybe a bind. If you have an arm balance, Ekapada 2. So a little playtime here now that we're kind of open. Nice. And then we'll meet, you can drop the right knee down, and we'll just meet in this relaxed lizard pose. Untuck your right foot, let the left knee fall out to the side. Getting a nice stretch into the hips. Start to come back to your hand. Tuck your right toe. Step the left foot back to meet the right, downward facing dog. We just have one more side, yogis, and then we'll start to slow things down. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Roll your shoulder blades down your back. Pull your belly in tight. And then inhale, stretch your left leg high. Roll the hip open. Bring the knee toward the upper arm, but keep the hips back. And then extend the leg. Now come forward, left knee, left upper arm. Bring it to the right, and the left, and the right, and the left. One more time right, one more time left. Hold it. Now slide it down, and bring it up. Slide it down, and bring it up. One more time, slide it down, and bring it up. Step the left foot outside the left hand. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Sit low, drop the body. Breathe. Hands down, lift the hips, drop the head. Feet come hips distance, more space at the front of your mat. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms all the way up, lift up, reach up. Have the seat for your upward pose, sit it low. Breathe. Coming right up to the toes, find your balance, find your distance. Keep lifting. And then as slowly as you can, start to take it down. Breathe. Knees down, untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into the floor. Big breath in, hinge your back. Keep engaging the core, you got it. Breathe. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up. Tuck the toes, bum to your heels. Bring it back. Lift the hips. Release. Left foot underneath your heart. Right leg goes back. Supported warrior 3. Bend a lot into your left knee. Lay your belly on your thigh. Maybe you start to hover the hands. And then practice those knee taps. Right knee to left inner knee and extend. You can even tap the right toes down to the earth or keep the hands down. One more time, breathe. Hold it here. Maybe lift the heart higher. Open it up, find your warrior 2. You're almost there, yogis. Keep breathing, just do your best. Skandasana on the right. Sit low. Open it up, breathe. Here we go. Moving all the way into our horizon lunge. So left hand down, keep the feet moving to the right, cover the hips. Maybe you find a side plank here, staggering or stacking, lifting the hips away. And then knee into your chest, step it forward. Right hand down, inside of the right foot, left arm reaches. Breathe. Drop the left hip, look up the line of your left arm. On an inhale, press through your feet, warrior 2. Tip it up and back, keep the upper body, just switch your feet. Side angle. Reverse it. Switch the feet. Side angle. Take it where you want to go. Keep reaching the left arm toward the front of the room, dropping the hip. Remember, you have an option for a half, maybe a full bind. Keep rolling the shoulder back, dropping the hip. Think of leaning back. Breathe. Really good. On an inhale, reverse. Straighten through the front leg. Find that big side body stretch. And then windmill the hands down, frame the right foot. Right leg comes up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. Here we go. Take it across the body, tap high up onto the left arm. Now take it straight up and back, three-legged dog. You can do that toe raise, or maybe you hop the left foot toward the right hand. And it's really more of just an engagement of the core. You don't have to hop high. Right knee comes across the body, and then three-legged dog. Maybe the hops, maybe a toe raise, straight arms. One more time, take it across, and then straight up and back. Hop it forward, hop it back. Right knee comes across, hold it, then extend the leg straight out. Try to get the foot in line with your hand. Look forward, squeeze the inner thighs, and press the mat away. Scissor-legged plank. Now ground the left foot. Lift up, reach up. Fallen triangle. Maybe even the right arm reaches toward the front of the room. Have a seat. Wide-legged. Flex the feet. Start to fold in. Roll the hips forward. Lift the heart. Breathe. Walk the hands back toward you. Hands to heart or behind you. This time it's the right leg that comes and sweeps. Flexing the foot, engaging inner thighs and core. moving the foot forward and back. You got it. For 3, and 2, and 1. Set the leg down, bring the right hand behind you, lift up, ball and triangle. Left hand down to the mat, right leg comes up and back. Keep the leg lifted, roll it forward, single-legged plank. Remember, you can come to your knee for this. And then keep coming forward, shoulders in front of wrist, find that chaturanga, press the mat away, bring the knee into your nose. Inhale, extend it back, three-legged dog. Now bring knee to nose, round it forward, shoulders over wrist. Leg go straight back, single-legged chaturanga. Press the mat away, knee into your nose. Step it forward, coming into warrior 1. Left foot steps down, toes at 10. Toe heel your right foot out toward the right edge of your mat if you need more space for your hips. Press through your feet, inhale up, warrior 1. Keep working your left hip toward the front of your space. Reach the fingertips toward the top, to the ceiling. Really bend into your right knee. Hands come behind the back, interlace, right thumb on top. Inhale, open. Exhale, humble. Right shoulder inside of the knee, let the head go. Engage the core, breathe. Start to release the arms, keep the legs. Walk the hands out on the ankle. Find some length, find some space. Then walk the hands back in, come to the ball of your left foot. Start to work your right shoulder, maybe underneath the knee like a backpack. Maybe you find this lizard lunge with your hands out to the side. You can fly it, you can bind it. Maybe you just want to work here, finding the version that serves you this morning. And then if you have a nice connection of knee to upper arm, you might start to practice chaturanga the arms, walking the foot out. Maybe you find ekapara. And when you're ready, there's no rush if you're still playing. We just come back to the relaxed version of lizard pose with the left knee down, toe untucked. Really getting into those hips a bit more. And then as you're ready, come back to your hands. Lift the left knee, hands under your shoulders, step it back, downward facing. Roll it forward, rounded plank into plank. Find your chaturanga. And then bring it back, downward facing. Extend your right leg high. And then right knee comes outside the right wrist, finding your half pigeon. Or come to your back for a supine figure 4. Just getting into the hips a little bit more, whatever feels nice to you. We worked on quite a bit today. So just taking a couple more moments here. If you have a king pigeon or a half mermaid, it's a great option. If you prefer a shoulder stretch, it would be left arm under left cheek. If you want to get more into those quads, you can always come up, bend the left, pull it towards your bum. Take as much time as you need here. When you're ready, start to come up to your hands. Slide your left knee in behind the right, finding Gomukhasana legs. Layer your feet out toward the edges of your mat. Kiss your knees together. Use your hands and guide yourself down. I think this feels great, just sitting up tall like this, grabbing the big toes. Maybe you start to walk the hands forward, finding this Gomukhasana version of Balasana, child's pose. Really getting into those outer hips, the glutes a little bit more. And then walk the hands back towards you. Roll over your knees, downward facing dog. Move to the other side. Stretching the left leg high, and then left knee coming behind the left wrist. Half pigeon or on your back for supine figure 4. Sitting up tall first, and then as you're ready, just walking it forward to find somewhere. Same action, shoulder stretch would be right arm under, maybe king pigeon or half mermaid if you have that, or you want to try getting a little more stretch into the quads from our upward pose and our hopping. Take your time. Release as you're ready. Start to come to your hands and slide the right knee in behind the left. Flare the feet out. Start to walk it back. Sitting up tall. And then finding what feels good to you. Maybe just sitting up tall, maybe starting to walk the hands forward. Keep thinking of hips going back and walking the hands forward, finding as much length from the crown of your head to your hips, pulling the belly in tight. And then walk the hands back towards you. This time we'll just untangle our legs straight out in front of us. Sitting up really tall. Reach the fingertips forward. Pull the belly in tight. And then on an inhale, lift up. Exhale, start to roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Keep hugging the belly in tight. Breathe. Now, when you get to your middle back, start to hover the legs. Look up, breathe. You can stay here, maybe even reach your arms up over your head, coming into this hollow man, hollow back pose. Yeah. Inhale, lift up, Navasana. Exhale, lower. Hands can stay here, maybe they reach over your head. Inhale, lift up. Maybe you take your legs out to a V. Come back down. 3 more. Lift up. And lower. Lift up. And lower. One more time. Lift up. Lower back. Hold it here in your half boat. Reach the arms forward. Keep knitting the ribs. Look up. And crisscross your legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it and release all the way down. So good, y'all. Bring your knees into your chest. And kind of rock a little bit on your sacrum. And then soles of feet toward the ceiling. Grab for the outsides of your feet. Forearms on the insides of your shin. Tuck the chin a little bit. Start to roll the sacrum down toward the floor. Pressing your feet into your hands and your hands into your feet. And if you'd like more space, if you need a little more assistance in getting the low back onto the floor, just grab lower on the legs, closer to the ankle or the shin. Rock side to side. You can even straighten out the legs if that feels nice. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Keep the knees wide and guide your feet down toward you. Right hand to heart, left hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Supta Vajrasana. Breathe. Thank your body for your strong practice. No matter what your expectations were, I know you did an amazing job. Staying here, if this is comfortable for you, if you prefer a more traditional Shavasana, you can extend your legs straight out, arms by your side. Finding a place where you can be still. Let all of the hard work of your practice just start to resonate in your body. Stay here in your Shavasana. And as you stay here, I just ask you to think about, as always, things that we're thankful for, but in this really strange time that we're all going through together right now, there are silver linings, right? We are having a chance to maybe do things we didn't have time to do things before. We have an opportunity maybe to take people's classes we couldn't before because we have videos now, right? I've had this opportunity this week to take my favorite teacher from where I used to live. She's doing online classes and it's been awesome. I'm able to try new things again. So taking this opportunity to say, I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm cutting out of autopilot, out of my normal schedule, and what are the benefits of that? What's good about that? Instead of all the stuff we don't like about what's going on right now. My soul honors your soul. I honor the love, light, peace, beauty, strength, and kindness within you because it is also within me. In sharing these things, there is no distance and no difference between us. We are the same. We are one. Bring the palms of your hands together at your third eye, the seat of your intuition. For beautiful, positive, inspiring thoughts to our lips, for kind words, meaningful and purposeful words. And to our heart, for compassion and empathy and a true belief that we will all be okay. Gratitude for what we have and for our yoga community and our friends and our family and our health. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I miss you. Namaste. I will unmute everybody, stop the recording.